1, 2, 1, 2.
Juan?
Mother Hubbard. My vocalist in Chemical, and there's a song called Wise Up, and he just wise up, motherfucker. And we did that as the sound check.
Yeah.
And obviously, you know, it's early in the evening, so he said the same motherfucker, he just puts Mother Hubbard in.
Men Farmer.
Just to check the sound off here, can I get you each to just introduce yourself for me? Start with Costas. Go on.
Start with me.
Go on.
Hello people, my name is Costas Zimas, vocalist from Rage, the Machine Rage John.
What he said, but my name's Cassius, and I play drums.
Hi, I'm Amit, I play guitar.
Elliot, I'm bassist, low end man.
It'll take us like 700,000 years to get there. Even try to make the fastest man language.
Do they need tribute bands? That's the question.
There is definitely a demand.
Started ready? Fantastic. Is that what you're going to speak? So who is the inspiration behind you four as you are currently?
I started it.
Yep, how did that come about?
No, I started it.
Basically, I wanted to do something musically that I can get a bit of money out of and that I enjoyed. Because I've obviously got my own band, my original stuff, and then I just wanted to do something.
We got the Interrobang. Interrobangers.
And I just wanted to do something that, you know, I enjoyed but didn't have to use my brain too much for, to be honest. So I put
Basically, you're a lazy bastard.
yeah, pretty much. I put an ad out on Join My Band, found him straight away,
There we are.
and then the other founding person was Martin, the drummer. Nice guy, but he had other commitments and he had to be in a band that was making money, so he left.
Yeah, young kid as well, to be fair.
He did,
So-
he did. And then we went through one drummer before we got this retrobate in the band. And then Klaus, we found Klaus while was with Martin, didn't we?
Actually, Martin found it, yeah. It's
And
on
then
there,
just kind of all came together, really.
Okay.
Great story.
We need more dragons.
And it took a long time to find a vocalist, didn't it? That was a big struggle. We went through many
It's
vocalists.
been going since March, haven't we, last year? March,
No,
April,
it was around June, I think. It was a bit later in the year.
June. June.
Still a good 6-8 months until we actually found a vocalist that we were happy with. So then we luckily found Cos. So
What's your background, Cos?
In terms of
Singing.
singing,
Yeah.
well, I played in different bands in the past, singing mainly rock, funk music, bit of alternative as well, back in Greece. But I was new in Birmingham, I was looking for a band to do some music. I wanted something groovy, something with a bit of rage. I met the guys, we played together, and here we are.
And you had Rage before? Rage was something that you were keen to get into? Or?
It's the first time that I'm playing Rage Against the Machine,
Okay.
so it's a challenge.
And how are you finding it compared to rock, funk, groove?
Well, it's still groove,
Yeah.
still intense, still has rage, and we're looking forward for some action on stage.
And how many you've got a metal background?
I do, yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, there you go. So yeah, predominantly play metal. I've done my own metal stuff as well, released an EP last year, well the year before actually, 2014, with a friend of mine. So I've always loved metal, but Rage are my absolute all-time favourite band. They're one of my biggest inspirations. So when I saw Elle put up the advert initially, I was like, that's my jam.
Nigel.
that's my jam basically. So Tom Morello is my favourite all-time guitarist. I think he's just so unique, and there's no one out there like him. So I've been playing Rage stuff on my own for years anyway. So it's just a case of getting us all together and playing it. Just sort of an ode to Rage, my all-time favourite band. So yeah, loving it.
And you've already got 3 gigs lined up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always good when I say that and everyone nods.
Yeah. Someone's like, what happened?
Someone's got to elaborate on that.
Yeah. No, we got The Rocket Bar on the 4th of March.
4th of March, that's Tamworth. And then
18th of March
18th of
is
March.
the Flat Part in Birmingham.
Mm-hmm.
And
Second.
then we've got the 2nd of April, is it?
Yeah, 2nd of April.
At the Foundry in Dudley.
Yeah.
So there are 3. Testing things out, see how things go, see what people think gigs, and ultimately kick out the jams.
Kick out the jams,
Yeah,
literally.
kick out the jams.
Get out there and give the people what they want.
Yeah.
basically.
Turn that
Music
shit
back
up.
to the people.
Some raids on stage.
We're going to take the power back. Cost might even testify.
But does he
You never know. Everything on stage, really great.
What's the response been when you said we're going to do a Rage tribute?
Excitement. A
Yeah.
lot of people are very excited. So,
That was just me.
Mainly you.
no, a lot of people I spoke to was like, man, that's awesome. Like, we haven't really seen much of a Rage tribute band and whatnot.
That's the same.
There was Enraged, which they were awesome. I did see them, and
Thanks.
they were very good.
They broke
But
up, didn't they? Was it a
they
year or
broke
so
up
ago?
A
Yeah.
couple of years ago, a year ago. So there's that void to fill.
The,
Yeah.
Tina from Tamworth Rocket Bar, she said that there's a lot of interest already developing for that one gig, which I kind of like. I wasn't exactly expecting that, but something like there's a little bit of a buzz maybe, but like, you know, she said there's already a lot of interest going on in Tamworth for this one gig.
That's the thing. There's a massive void as well because the real, Rage Against the Machine, they're at the moment not doing anything as well. There's, as far as we know, there isn't another UK tribute band.
Yeah.
And literally, as soon as we got together initially, like back when we were with Martin and no vocalist, people were getting really interested. Like, oh, let us know as soon as this gets going. We'd be really interested. So that's been quite a big buzz. About it. So, good.
I was just listening to your reacts and that was pretty good. Pretty tough. So how are you finding the rehearsals? Is it all coming together just because you're all enjoying it because you like what you're doing? Or are there some parts that are more technical that are challenging? Or
I think the main.
It's kind of half and half, really.
It's a bit
There's
of
like
everything,
the stuff that we already knew before, and then bringing it to the stuff that we haven't known before, as well as playing together at the same time. I think that's the difficult part of being in a band in the first place. Is rather than playing the music, it's playing it with those people together. So you can easily know how to play a song, but then me and Ellie have been playing for like 2 years now, something like that. So what we're each other doing is a bit more
Relaxed.
Yeah, we know what we're going to go.
As long
into.
as you enjoy
It's
the
like-
music you're playing, like as long as you enjoy playing with the people you're playing music with, that's all that matters. If you was to get, like I was saying earlier, if you was to get like 6 sessions of musicians into a room, never met each other before, but they all know the songs, they're all just going to stand there like robots and
Yeah,
there's
they'll
no-
play it perfectly.
they play it perfectly, but there's no feeling to the music.
Yeah.
Like Dream Theater.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
But then when you get like when you're friends and that you play music together that you all enjoy, then the best comes out because you're all enjoying it, you're all in the moment, and it's just like, yeah, man, this is what's happening, and that's what Rage is all about. They're not like some big fucking effing that do pyrotechnics and everything and like put on a big show. They're just a simple band, 4 friends that enjoy playing music together, have a message to spread, and that's what they're doing, and they've done it for 20 years now, over 20 years.
Yeah. And that's exactly it. There's no other bands that I know of that are big, that are continuing to spread that political message as well. I think now more than ever.
Even start after this.
Yeah, exactly. I think even now more than ever their music is just as relevant now as it was back in '92. So I think to continue their message as well, I think people really get into that.
fairly old, I'm just speechless. So, yeah, 3 live gigs. Going to be recording anything?
I reckon if it goes well after these 3 gigs, we should do.
Yeah.
If you want,
Probably more for the whole promotional thing rather than for people to listen to
Yeah.
as a record or anything.
That's the thing.
So
Isn't it?
that's what we all
Yeah.
kind of
people,
enjoy.
people need to see what you sound like,
Yeah.
hear what you sound like, see what you look like.
Yeah.
So obviously we don't look like what we're going to look like on stage at the moment because
You're not going to be playing sitting on the Grand Piano.
no, I could do. We could have Alvin John there as well, singing, harmonising with
So
me.
cool.
But no, yeah.
That's the
Might
thing.
might record some. Might get. Yeah, think about it. See how things go. So the Flapper would be the best venue to record it at, I think, because Rocket's like a bar where it's all on one thing, and then the Foundry's the same, isn't it? And the Flapper's actually got a proper stage and a sound area, so you can easily prop up like a GoPro and do all things.
Mixing desks are a lot bigger in the Flapper than they are in the Rocket Foundry. So.
Yeah, I think with tribute bands as well. Obviously, you know, CD wise, you can listen to the originals. I think from a recording point of view, it's more about videos.
Yeah.
Showing people what you can do, generating interest that way.
So Facebook, YouTube.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Twitter as well. Facebook is Facebook.com/Machine Rages On. Twitter is
Machine Rages on.
Yeah,
not Machine Rages on.
Machine
Just
Rages
Machine
On.
Rages on.
Yeah, you should know this. And Twitter is exactly the same. YouTube is
Yeah, it's the same. If you just search the Machine Rages on,
everything's the same.
yeah, you'll find the art video link there, video channel.
Indeed.
So we've got a couple of videos on that at the moment, a couple of promo ones as well.
One from